What's good, everyone? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I hope you had a fantastic 2016. I wanted to share some of my favorite games from the last year. It was a massive year for games, and I was not able to play like the full spectrum of great titles that came out, so this list is just mine and what I really thought stood out and made an impact this last year. Games that are all worth your time. I'm not going to assign them a number because it's unfair to compare games from different genres to each other. But if there's a game missing from this list that you really liked, I want to hear about it in the comments below. Let me know why you liked the game as well. So with that said, let's go. Gears of War 4. What an excellent continuation of the stories and puts the Gears franchise in a very positive direction. Fantastic, hilarious dialogue mixed together really well with the new and the old characters. I think they've done a really good job setting up the transition, the passing of the torch from the old grizzled Gears veteran characters that we know and love to a new set, a new cast of characters that they're building and developing. They did a really good job in Gears of War 4 of doing this. Obviously, huge replayability with this game. A fantastic campaign. I've gone through it 3 times with different friends on different difficulties, and each time it's been a lot of fun. The Horde mode gives you hundreds, if not thousands, of potential hours to play within, and a great versus mode with some solid competitive esports support. Also, this is probably the best play anywhere program game that I've seen so far. That means your Windows 10 buddies can play co-op game modes with you on the Xbox One. I've done that. It's been really cool. It's a very transcending moment where you can get past the barrier that is console and PC and just play a game together. Battlefield 1. Unbelievable set pieces and atmosphere. The visuals at this point are unparalleled, as is the immersion. When you play this game, some of the operations, these long, big, giant fights, it's overwhelming. The sights, the sounds, and all of these emergent gameplay moments that occur where you're like, this is just completely unbelievable. Battlefield is getting to a point where it is so far and away. It's a shooter in its own league. I also really enjoyed the old weapons and having the bravery to go back to World War I and step away from the modern and future shooters that have just been everywhere for years now. Those older weapons create more of a fun team dynamic and get rid of the sort of one-man army stuff that you started to see a little bit in Hardline. Battlefield 1 awards team play and really feels like a polished Battlefield game, and one that's going to receive a lot of support. You won't get me buying premium anytime soon. I can't stand the premium stuff, but this is a great game, and if you get the opportunity to play it, absolutely.
Sheesh. I thought the car was supposed to move us.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Can it? Ready, steady, push!
Final Fantasy 15. An absolutely incredible game that took almost a decade to develop, and it's a technical marvel on the console. Some of the most epic set pieces and fights that I've ever played through. I don't know how they got the horsepower out of the consoles. They must have been working on that engine for a lot of time. It's a very touching story with elements that might not fit as much for a Western audience, but it's just a very gorgeous story put together that explores the themes that they set out to explore. And as the title states, a game for fans and newcomers alike. And I can't stress this enough. If you're one of those people who've always been intimidated to get into the Final Fantasy series going, is it too late? It's absolutely not too late. They're not connected. Final Fantasy 13 story has nothing to do with 15. 12 isn't the prequel to 13. They are all their own self-contained universe. And if you've ever wanted to try out what it's like, 15 is a great starting point. You get tons of value with a game that can give you hundreds of hours of play if you get into the robust side quest content. And the combat system is a huge departure from anything we've seen in the Final Fantasy series before. A lot of fun, and again, tons of depth and different play styles. Can't recommend this game highly enough if you're looking for a good RPG. Was a ton of fun, and as a huge Final Fantasy fan, I'm really stoked to see Square back on track. I was so discouraged after 13 that I just really worried about the future of the franchise, and now 15 firmly cements whatever's coming next for Final Fantasy, it's gonna be good. Can't do a list without mentioning Overwatch, because it's just great. From the closed betas I got to try out last November until now, it's dynamic, it's evolving. Blizzard cares so deeply about this game I do know that moving forward, I think Overwatch is a game we're going to be paying attention to for years to come if they keep putting in so much time and effort and manicuring it. That's the thing that I've loved, is they've tried to always make sure that that sandbox is balanced in a really precise way, a way that still employs fun, but keeps it dynamic enough that no one set of heroes or composition always dominates. Destiny: Rise of Iron. Now, I had to put this one in. It's a bit of a mixed bag. For the hardcore players, they're going to go, hey, we need way more content, and I agree with you. But for those people who look at it from the outside in, they delivered a fantastic raid that brought in a lot of our feedback from previous raids and gave us something that was basically the results of our feedback, and it was good and replayable. They've made solid quality of life adjustments, and right now you can pick up the collection for like $30. That's Vanilla, Dark Below, House of Wolves, The Taken King, and Rise of Iron. For that price point, the amount of value you get out of it is insane, and Destiny's standout quality to me, the reason I still like playing it, is the social experience. It's unequaled. There is no other shooter out there that delivers the special spice that Destiny does. It is a social sandbox where you and your friends can both enjoy PvE and PvP together, and we're working our way towards Destiny 2, where it's going to be refined and more content and all of that. But just as an expansion, I thought Rise of Iron was pretty darn good, and the whole package that you can get right now in the collection is fantastic. It's a great time to start playing Destiny if you haven't. All right, the Mac Daddy of them all comes down to my favorite game of the year. Titanfall 2. Awesome, memorable campaign, albeit not super long, an incredible multiplayer with huge replayability, and excellent practices by the devs. No paid DLC, all maps for free. You can purchase what you want, but it's cosmetic only, no RNG loot case involved. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game that deserves more attention and more people playing it. I've not met a single person who's picked up the game and been disappointed with it. Everybody who's tried it out has said, dude, this thing is a lot of fun to play, and there's tons of replayability in that multiplayer experience. I'm not saying it's a perfect game, nor am I saying it trumps every other game that was in this video. I just want to show some good faith and love to this series because I want to see it continue. I want to see Respawn as a studio succeed because you guys have given me a lot of fun in the last couple of months. So that's my full list of favorite games in 2016. Like I said, let me know what were some of yours. If I missed something in this list, or you're like, want to argue, say, dude, Final Fantasy 15, Battlefield 1 is not that epic, I can't stand the Dark Souls, then you are more than welcome to do so. I love that stuff. So have a great Christmas, a good New Year's. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and we will see you after Christmas.